All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, March 6th. Hope everyone is having an amazing morning. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Carlos. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Hopefully, today we won't have any chicken emojis pop up in our YouTube channel. So, we have guys watching this, and Norm is on deck, and several others will block that if that happens. So, sorry about that yesterday. Pretty annoying. All right, guys. Hope everyone had a great day yesterday. I mean, yesterday was one of those days where you could have been a bit aggressive. Just everything was moving so clean, and it's great when the market trades like that because it gives you opportunities to, if I think Brian had a different watch list than I did. Andrew had a different watch list than I did, and Norm, I think you were watching several stocks quite different, but they all moved very
Yep.
well. So you could have been watching a multiple of stocks, and they all moved excellent yesterday. So hope you took advantage of that. When the market is like that, you can be a little bit more aggressive, and catch some really good moves. So let's look at our watch list. Let's see what some of the stuff that I had on here and how they traded. Let's get my pen up and ready to go. The tool we use in case you're new is Epic Pen. It's a free software. It's very neat. You can just draw with this on here. Pretty cool software, so you can download that. It's called Epic Pen. So let's get into it. So here's the watch list we had yesterday. So I had a really good watch list. Let's start with CTRP. CTRP was just unbelievable. Rough start, but then it went on a real nice trend trade, just never looking back. So right in here again, it had tons of volume. We knew from the pre-market action this was going to be a stock in play. We don't know if it was going to be to the long side or to the short side, but clearly here just a lot of volume and pushing up nicely. A nice little uptrend here. At the open, it becomes very choppy. Actually, let's get the 1 minute chart. Andrew took a trade here towards the long side, which actually turned out pretty good. But then it dropped on him, and he got out at break even. Um, so give me 1 second, guys, here. Hold on a second, guys.
While he's doing that, I just want to point out on CTRP, that's a good example, and we kind of talked about it in our chat yesterday. Some people, have a bias toward one side or the other. That had gapped up huge if you look at the daily on it. And, if you just think something has to reverse, it doesn't have to reverse. You could have been burned repeatedly trying to get reversals on that on a super strong stock. C trip off the top of my head. Carlos, let me know whenever you're back. It has a good size float, but something that's that strong, up 20 something percent, I personally, uh, you know, going short on it, I struggle to do that mentally. It just, something that's that strong doesn't necessarily weaken. At the very end of the day, it showed a reversal. I was able to capitalize on some of that, but you could have been burned repeatedly just waiting, trying to get a reversal over and over in that trade. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Norm, 100%. I mean, this thing is just what's an animal. Look at these candles, green candles all the way up 5 minutes after every 5 minutes. And again, here it gives you here. This is where you don't want to go for a reversal. And I know you didn't go here. I think you went around here, which was a better entry for reversal. You got this nice drop. Was that the one you took? Was it even later in the day? Um, I don't.
no, the reversal I took was like in the last hour. I
Oh,
was
okay, okay.
in when it bounced off 43-ish. So it was in the last few minutes of the day. But
Nice, nice. But yeah, here's where you got to be very careful. And Huya also did this as well. We're gonna go over Huya. Huya did the exact same thing. Did this kind of, I call this a stutter step, right? Is it like it stutters and then you think it's gonna reverse, and then boom, you get another push up. So you got to be very careful trying to reverse and short stocks that are this strong. I mean, look at this. This is insane, right? No pullback. This is not normal. This is just parabolic here. So I took this long around here. And I got out obviously way too early. It didn't give me any signals to get out, but I jumped out for some reason. And but some of you guys in the chat room took this all the way. So congrats, you held through this consolidation here. Again, my entry was over here. There was no reason for me to get out. But once I took out profits here, I just said, you know what, this is good enough for me, and I just got out of there. But did not expect this. Look at this. I mean, it's just amazing. So CTRP was a great stock. Huya was another one. I was done trading already for the day, but you can see right on here again, it was a little choppy at first, and then it started, getting a little more clean. Look at the 1 minute chart. Starts trading really clean. I mentioned in the chat when this looks like it wants to take off, and it sure did. It came above VUF, slowly grinding higher and higher, and then it just took off completely. Now here's what I'm talking about. See this? I saw this happening too. You see this here? Looks like it's going to be a short. Next thing you know, boom, right back up for another couple of cents here, almost $1.50 looks like. So again, another stock that's really strong that you really do not want to go short on something like this, right? You want to be very careful when something is this strong. Also with positive news, this had positive earnings, so no reason for it to turn around. So great stock there. Target was, again, beautiful opening range breakdown, nice drop here. Look at this pullback. That's a huge pullback. Now in the 5 minute, this looks very clean. You see this after the fact and you're like, oh, that's a great trade. How did I miss that? Well, look at the 1 minute chart. That's very difficult to get in this trade unless you have a perfect entry around here. And look how whippy this price action is. You don't want to be caught in a squeeze here. So very difficult to take this trade. Nice and almost an engulfing pattern, not quite, but nice reversal here. You could have taken it for a nice pop up, but it wasn't clean. Then after that, it just kind of wiggles it right around pretty flat at that point. HTC was the one that I really was very happy with this trade because it was just a textbook opening range breakdown. I got a picture up on Twitter on my entry exits. Again, I got in here on the pullback, beautiful opening range. Again, you get that small pullback, which is what you want to get into. You want to get in here and for the crack of the low of the previous candle. I got in a little before because the 1 minute showed me that this looks very weak. So I got in a little bit before, continues to drop nicely here, and this price here, I got a little scared out of it, right? Comes back up, and I just felt it was gonna stop heading down, so I took everything out here. But again, look at this. If you held through this, good entry, just a beautiful drop. Again, so far we have three stocks that traded just amazing. Kiss had a good opening range breakup, but again, just wasn't clean enough. I didn't like the way it was trading, but then if you had a good entry, went on a really nice grind here towards the top. So also traded clean, not as clean as Hertz and Huya and CTRP. NCTY didn't do much. Again, just kind of burned out here, just went flat. Next we have ADMS, also didn't do much, just kind of dropped here. This was shortable though. You could have shorted this stock, but I didn't like the price action. It was not clean at all, not something you wanted to be quite involved with. All right, guys, so that was the watches from yesterday. Again, it's just great when you have sometimes you have and Norm, I'm sure you've seen this plenty of times. You have a lot on your list and a lot of stuff doesn't move well, and it's kind of like FOMO, like, oh my God, I watched the wrong stocks. Yesterday, you could have been watching a number of stocks and you could have made out well. So, all right, let's see what we got today. Let's see what the market is doing. Let's get our list right over here. All right, let's see what the SPY is up to today. Have not looked at it this morning. I guess we're kind of losing it a bit here, kind of seeing some heavy resistance at this level, which is we barely cracked it, right? We went a little bit higher here, but now we're seeing some heavy resistance coming down on us. I won't say this is a reversal just yet, guys. Again, the market has been really strong. Look at this drop here, and it recovers right away from it. So I won't start going short on the markets just yet. I mean, I think we need to see more confirmation on this. But again, I'm not an analyst, just my personal view. Who knows what can happen? Anything is possible, as we all know. So the market is right now, as usual, opening up pretty flat. I mean, not really gapping up or down. A lot of the moves are happening throughout the day. And most of the days have been closing pretty flat besides these 2 red days. But it's been closing pretty flat, just a little bit up, but not doing anything crazy here. All right, so next, let's get into our gappers list. We have tons here. Let's see what we have. BPTH. All right, BPTH is on a move, and we know this stock can definitely go. Look at this here. So up 53% right now. So you can see 1.4 million shares traded. I think this is a low flow, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not.
Yeah, it's very low. 315,000 shares.
Yeah, let's put this as low as we can all the way down here. Very low flow, guys, but definitely in play. We have some levels already from our daily charts. You can see we traded it in the past. Actually, I did trade this last week. It turned out to be really clean. We had 2 red days here, now bouncing back pretty hard here. So it looks like it's going to be a good stock to watch. Anyone already trading this in the pre-market? I would love to know that, because I'm sure this looked very interesting already. It's kind of got a bull flag here happening. So let's see what it does today. So definitely in play. Next we have ANF. So ANF right over here. ANF, it is up 12.4. Let me see here, 12.4. Pre-market action looks okay. I got some pretty weird candles here, but overall pre-market action looks very decent here. Tons of volume, 88,000 shares at the moment. Let's see what the daily chart looks like. And yeah, we're gapping up quite a bit, 11.9. So I like this. I like this one so far. It looks good. We do have shares for short. It is a nicey stock, so we have to be just a tad careful here on this thing. But I think that it's definitely in play today. All right, let's see what else we have. Next. All right, next we have Zayo, Z-A-Y-O. C-A-Y-O. Let's bring this up over here. C-A-Y-O. All right, so C-A-Y-O at the moment, it is, I don't like the daily chart as much. It looks clean here, but here it kind of seems a little choppy. So up 11.6, 309,000 shares traded so far. Yeah, not a clean pre-market action, guys, at the moment. It just looks pretty flat. So not a fan of it yet. Let's see if it gets better. It looks pretty flat right now. Next, we have DLTR. DLTR up 4%, 312,000 shares traded so far. Weird pre-market action. Looks pretty crazy here. What kind of stock? I think we traded this before. Or at least looked at it.
Dollar Tree.
Oh, yeah, Dollar Tree. Yeah, we definitely have traded this before. I think, I don't know if I like the way this trades. I'm not sure. Have you traded this before, Norm? I mean, it looks very, very choppy daily.
I don't think I have. Yeah, the daily is. I don't like the wicks on it especially much. I think we're going to find those on this morning's stuff. There was some economic data that came out, so I think that's what we're going to see as far as those wicks going back and forth. I think we'll see it over and over again this morning. I'm not too concerned about that, but I don't like the daily that much. You're right.
Yeah, I don't like the daily. It looks very choppy, but it is up quite a bit, 4%. This thing can move though, guys. I mean, look at these are dollar candles. Looks like, right? 101. Yeah, almost $1, 70 cents or so. So that's quite a bit. You want to be very careful with a stock that can move like that. We'll keep it on here. We'll find some levels, but most likely I will not be trading that one. Just the way it looks, doesn't look as clean. You want to be picky with your watches, right? If that's your style, then go for it. But you don't have to watch everything just to catch a move. Be picky. Some days you're just not going to have anything clean. BPTI I know very well. I don't like the way it trades. It's very choppy. Daily chart is horrible. Up 3.1% today. 196,000 shares traded. But I really do not like the way this trades. So and look at the pre-market action right now. It's just horrible. So I'm gonna take it off from here. Don't want to deal with that. BJ's BJ's Whole Club. Yep. All right. Know the store very well. So BJ's is up 3.7. Okay, pre-market action doesn't look great. Oh wow, horrible daily chart. Though. Look at this chop, just really choppy here, guys. I don't like the way this thing is trading. But today it has a bit of a volume, 138,000 shares, up 3.7. So let's keep that on here for now. Next we have NVTA. Let's see what's the news on NVTA. NVTA is down 2.6 at the moment. Has a okay daily chart, not great. Seems very choppy here, but it's been on a run the last couple of days, so it's down quite a bit right now, 2.4. Short selling restriction already on this. We do have shares for short. I'm on the fence also. Doesn't look as clean neither. Let's make some more room over here. Doesn't look as clean, so we'll see what develops here. SE, we have SE down 4%, 1.4 million shares traded so far. That's quite a bit. It has a good pre-market action. This is a lot better. Got a nice flow to it. Got the ramp building up here. I like the ramp here and just stay steady here with volume. That's good. So yeah, I like that. The daily chart looks interesting, to say the least. It has been pretty flat. Trades very flat, but today, the last couple of days has been having some great moves here. And I think we had it in our watch list either sometime last week or early this week. So it looks good. I like SE. Let's keep that on here. Next, we have NIO. NIO down 18%. Wow, that's down quite a bit. What's going on here?
Some negative earnings.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely losing some momentum here. Let's remove some of these levels. We'll find some fresh ones. NIO definitely in play today. I don't have stocks to short this one, unfortunately, but we'll find some levels in case you do. This can be traded. All right, next we have on here BZUN. All right, BZUN. down 2.1. It was down even more. As you can see, it was down all the way down here. Here's the previous day close. So down 2.1 here. It must have been down at least 5 when it was down here. So it's kind of recovering a bit now. Daily chart doesn't look great. Very choppy, seems like. Yeah, not sure about this one, but the volume is there. Let's see if we can do a red to green move. It's trying to recover now. So it was down even more than 2.1. Let's see if we can get back to green on today's pre-market show. So let's see. All right, what else we have? Anything else popping up in our Gapper scanners? Nope, that's about it. Let me get some water over here really quick. Norm, anything on your end that you're seeing that you like so far?
No, I'm still got my eyes out. I've got my eyes on Facebook just because it went on a tear yesterday and it's been pretty strong recently. So I've got my eye on that. And CTRP just to see if it follows through or maybe reverses and gives back some of what it did yesterday. So
yeah, I agree. CTRP is going to be one to watch as well. Even Huya is going to be, again, just got to see what that does also. Just a huge day. All right, guys. So let's jump into our NASDAQ active, NASDAQ gainers right over here. BPTH we have already. As we know, this is a monster right now. What is it doing? All right, it's climbing nicely here. And we know this definitely has the legs to run. So pulling back a bit here. Did crack 7 already, so that's nice. SSLJ, it's kind of losing. Doesn't have much going on in the pre-market. Does have volume, 1.5 million shares traded, but it's losing it right now. So we can throw it on here in case it gets better because it does have a lot of volume here. Let's see what the flow is for this. We know BPTH is extremely low float. SSLJ is also low flow, 8.3, not as low as BPTH, but in the same category. CAAS is nothing happening there, no volume. AVAV at the moment is gapping up quite a bit, but again, just no volume. Let's see what the pre-market, yeah, horrible pre-market action, so we'll get rid of that. AMBA is no volume, nothing going on there. AYTU, nothing happening, no volume. SEEL, no volume, nothing going on. INFI, nothing happening here. TSG, nope. And FFHL, nothing neither. See the NASDAQ active over here. BPTH, we have SSLJ also on top of this one. We have that also. VGIT. Oh, what is that? I've never seen that before. Norm, you have experience on seeing something like this? What kind of stock is this? The size, everything's just, I've never seen that before. It looks weird.
I don't know.
I don't know. This doesn't look tradable, guys. It's just very weird. So I've never seen this stock before. But GRPN, we had in the past, but today's not much going on, so we'll skip that one. NASDAQ ETF right over here. The BZUN we have down here already is down 1.9. Seems to be climbing. Slowly trying to get to that previous day close. Maybe trying to do a red to green move. So a red to green move, guys, means that this is down 1.9. If it goes above the previous day close, which is here, then it can turn green and be up instead of down. SNY, nothing going on here. Has the volume, but no pre-market action. So nothing great happening there. Next, we have the LTR. DLTR, we have already is bouncing back a bit here. So that could be somewhat interesting. ODP, I saw some news out on ODP. They are gap. Oh, I have no pre-market action at the moment. So nothing happening there. And last one, VOD is, it looks interesting. What's the float on this? 26, a little on the lower side. Oh, horrible daily chart. Yeah, I remember this stock. This doesn't trade well. Yeah. Let's get this crap. All right, guys, what do you have on your end? Anything exciting? Anything that looks good that we have not gone over? Let's take a look here. All right, I'm seeing YEXT. No volume, guys. So yeah, it again has had a couple of great days, right? So this looks good. But for the morning open today, it has no volume. Now this could be something you keep on your secondary list. I do have a secondary list too. You know, stuff like that was hot yesterday, like a Huya, like a Hertz, you know, things like that you can watch. My MU and AMD always watch. You never know what can happen there. So in case my watch is not doing something exciting, you know, mid-morning I can turn into that. So you could put that on there, but right for the open doesn't look too exciting. AEO, not much going on there. What else we have here? ROS, ROS, ROST actually. No volume at the moment, so it doesn't look great. GE, all right, let's see GE's doing. Oh, GE's pretty active.
Yeah.
GE is pretty active here. Yeah, so I like GE actually. It's losing it big time. We do have shares for short here. This for GE is a big drop. I mean, it's dropping more than 10 cents for GE. That's a big move. Yeah, GE's in play today. Let's throw it on here. It doesn't come up in our scanners because the ATR is so low for GE. But the last several days it has, oh, actually it's picking up. ATR is at 46. Again, the last several days has been trading more than usual. Wow. Any news on GE? What's going on? This is dropping very fast.
Yeah, the CEO came out. Yeah, check it in there and see if there's anything new this morning. But yesterday, the CEO said that they were going to have negative free cash flow this year. So.
Oh, okay. Yep, I don't see anything on this morning, so it has to be that from yesterday. Nothing from today on here. So, all right, that makes sense. Okay. So great question, John Smith. Do we consider 50 to 70 million a low flow stock? No, I consider that. Well, it technically is a low flow compared to a mid flow. What does a mid flow start around, Norm? What's the range? Is it?
I mean, it depends. Everybody's a little bit different. Some people think low float is under 20. Some think under 35. I think in Andrew's book, he says low float's below 20 and then kind of mid float's 20 plus.
Right.
And then you get into the really big stuff,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. This is why when we see like a 8 point something float, that's low. Anything below that 3.32, that's really low flow, right? You got to be really careful. But look at an example like yesterday. That's a great question. That's something we're gonna spend a little time on it. If we take a look at Huya, right? Huya is actually 27 million shares float, right? So it's on the lower side, but it traded really well yesterday. It's on the lowest. It's not considered a low flow, but anything under 30, under 40, I try to be extra careful on this number of shares I'm going to take. There might not be a low flow, but you got to be careful because look how this moved yesterday, right? This is 27 million shares flow, and just look at the move. It was insane. We're talking about dollars here, going from 25 all the way up to 27. So I think that a lot of it has to do with just, being careful on the number of shares and the risk you're going to take. All right, let's take a look at some more here. We have MU. See what MU is up to. MU is losing it quite a bit, down 1.4. What's the deal with MU? Has been very choppy lately. I have not been trading MU, but today's losing. We could throw it on here and take a look at it if it continues to drop like this. Is the SPY losing it? Is it going with the SPY? What is the SPY doing? Whoops. No, it's actually trading independently. So yeah, something going on with MU. Definitely worth watching. Has some volume. Let's make a little more space here. Let's just check what AMD is up to. Oh, AMD's not following suit. All right, so AMU is interesting. It's trading on its own. We can definitely watch that. Next, we have THO. THO is doesn't have a lot of volume. It's starting to get interesting though. I mean, it's trying to get up here. What's the news on it? Down 5.2. But the volume is not there though. I'm gonna wait for this one to hit our scanner. It just doesn't look great at the moment, but it looks like it's trying to get something going here. So it could be interesting in a maybe later on mid morning. Cole's not doing much. I had a great day yesterday. This is one that you can watch later on, see if it gets into a nice trend trade because it had a really big day yesterday. Look at this move here, from 67 all the way up to 71.84. That's major, but right now not much going on. All right, and then we'll do a few more. Let's see what Facebook is doing. Yeah, Facebook not doing. It's climbing up here, but the volume is not great on it. Next, what do we have? ANF. Yeah, we looked at ANF earlier. Actually, we have ANF here. So ANF is here. We're gonna go through that now. All right, guys. Just a few announcements before we get into our levels over here, support and resistance. So again, Andrew is going to be in London. He's traveling today, actually, right, Norm, if I'm not mistaken, out there, or
I can't remember what time he's leaving.
Yeah, so
I think you're right though.
I think he's traveling today because he did mention he was going to try to get to his hotel room early enough to trade with us this morning. But on here again, he's going to be available March 8th to have a meetup in London. So if you want to meet up with Andrew, make sure you check out the link in our forum. Send your information. You do not have to be a member of the community to be able to meet up with him. So just put your information on there, and you can see all the information in regards to the meetup. We're also having a meetup in NYC this Sunday, March 10th. Norm is going to be coming down to the Big Apple. Myself is going to be there, Ryan, and I think a few others as well. So if you can make that, that's also in the chat room and also in our announcement tab. So check that out. So again, you do not have to be a member to join any of these meetups. And then Norm, if you want to talk a bit about what we talked about yesterday, the Dash Trader Pro Challenge.
Yeah, so we unveiled this yesterday. We're going to have the Bearable Traders Challenge. It's a 2-week program where you can try out the Dash software and trade with us. So the first week, it'll just kind of be a free-for-all. Get set up if you haven't used it before. Try out the software, set up hotkeys. Second week will be the actual challenge portion of it, where buying power will be locked, and the rules I'm going to post in just a minute on the YouTube page. It's already posted in the alerts in our chat room. But the winner will win a lifetime membership to Bearable Traders. So we'd love to see some nice trades, and hope you guys enjoy it.
Yep, absolutely. So looking forward to that. It's gonna be exciting to see how things turn out. All right, guys, let's get in here and find some levels. So let's make this list a little smaller. We got quite a bit. Next, we have up here we have ANF. ANF looks good. Again, tons of volume right now, gapping up 13.4. So I like the way this is trading. Looks like it wants to break the high of the pre-market right now. Let's get some levels towards the top. See what we got going on here. So we have possible daily level coming up right over here. We have a 24.76. Then we have a gap. We have a gap of 26.17. Maybe a little lower right here, 26.05. I'm not gonna mark the high of the pre-market. It seems like it's breaking through it right now. So let's see what it does at this 24.76. That looks good above that 26.05. Towards the bottom, see what we got here towards the bottom. See if we could find anything. We don't really have much. I think it's trying to close. We have some levels over here we can pick off. So we got this one over here. We can pick off midpoint 23.39. That could be something. Other than that, there's really no levels in between here. Then it comes down to where it is bouncing from today, which is right over here, right? So we can mark this one also the top of this date. So again, it's a very strong move here, 22.76. Let's see what it does at this 24.76 if it can get up there. So tons of volume, great pre-market action. Starting to see a real nice flow here. So this looks great. I like the way the action is forming here. It looks very strong. Will definitely be in play. ZA. Hold on, let's get this one here. All right, ZAYO. I don't. Again, has the volume, but not trading well, guys. Really, the pre-market action doesn't look too good. It looks pretty flat. So I'm gonna take it off from here. If it gets better, you guys point it out if you see something. But right now, it just doesn't look great. DLTR at the moment is losing it a bit here from being up. Again, I don't like the daily chart. It just looks very choppy on this one here. We'll find some levels just in case, but it hits our scanners. But I'm not gonna watch this one closely. 102.10 high of the pre-market. We also have this level over here from these 2 days spiking up. This one and this one, 100.05. Below that we have 97 previous day highs right over here, and then we have the previous day close all the way down here as well, plus previous day lows. So plenty of level right now. Right now it's trading pretty flat though. I don't like this pre-market action, really flat at the moment. So I'm going to get rid of it. If it gets better, we can hop into it. Also, if it hits our scanners, it could be something that we can look at in the future. BJ at the moment, no volume, not a great pre-market action, pretty choppy right now. It is up quite a bit, and you could tell by the daily chart. This is a stock doesn't trade very well. Look at the body here and the candles, right? Just has no nice flow to it. So I am going to remove this one for now. NVTA. I'm on the fence on this one. Daily chart looks okay. It's been having a couple of great days lately. It's been stuck between some levels here. But the pre-market action looks pretty flat, given the volume, even though it has 398,000 shares, not doing much right now. It started off well, right, dropping here. Then the volume just died out. So let's do this. We'll find some levels. We'll keep it on here. Let's give it an opportunity to pick up some volume. It is early. We're coming up at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Let's see if it can get better. So I'm going to mark down here below the where it's at now. Here we have 1894. We also have close to 1828 down over here. Towards the top, you have the previous day close. You have the previous day highs and the previous day highs. So plenty of levels. Again, just not sure what it's trying to do right now. The volume has clearly died down. You can see here it comes up and then it just has this big drop in volume. SE, this looks more interesting. The volume is dying down, but the pre-market action looks a little more interesting than the one we just saw. So I like the way this looks here. We have traded in the past. We have some levels here. And actually, we might not need to add any more levels. Check these levels out, guys. High of yesterday, PCL, previous day close right over here. You have the high of 2 days ago, low of 2 days ago. Low of the pre-market is right of the low of yesterday, and then another low right on here. So plenty of levels here for SE. It's been trading pretty strong the last several days, bouncing a big bounce here, bouncing back quite a bit. And you got to be careful with this one, guys. This one could really move on you, so just be careful. What's the float on this? Just checking here. It's 124 million shares float, but it does look like it has some good movement, so that's good. Yep, ATR is $1.32, so that's quite a bit. All right, so SE looks good. I like that one. We have shares for short as well. Yep, we do. NIO, wow, NIO is really taking a hit. Wow. I mean, this thing is just going. So yeah, let's mark some levels here. Unfortunately, I do not have shares for short, so I probably won't be watching it. But I'll be on the lookout in case it hits a triple breakup. Scanners maybe wants to bounce from here. Who knows? High of the pre-market 878. Right now it's testing the low of the pre-market, but I'm gonna mark down right here 808, low of the pre-market right now. Not sure it's gonna hold for long the way this is going, but below that we can mark the low of this day here, 778, and then down here you have all these days kind of bouncing off this level, 726. You also have some moving averages coming in here on the daily chart as well. So let's see how that develops. But again, that 808 doesn't look like it's going to hold very long, so let's see how it develops. It looks very good. Towards the top, you have 878. You have the previous day's low over here, yesterday's low here, previous day close. Plenty of levels towards the top. I don't think you need to add any more. And the way it looks like, I don't think it's going to get all the way up there to begin with. So there goes 808. Looks like it's about to crack. It just looks very weak. BZUN is putting a nice move here. Wow, this is a big bounce. So it did go red to green here, guys. So look at this. It was down at least 2% when we saw it earlier. It's starting to put a really good move here, just getting above that previous day close. So let's mark the high of the pre-market right now. Actually, yeah, we'll mark it. The high of the pre-market is 40.30. Let's bring it down here. It looks like it wants to get above that. What's the next level above here? All right, we have very clean level right over here, guys. On this day, we have this drop. So 41.71. Above that, we have 41.27. I'm sorry, 42.70. 41.75 and 42.70. So plenty of great levels towards the top, plenty towards the bottom. Look at the bottom. You have the previous day close, previous day lows and highs. It's listed right on here. So very clean levels. The stock is looking very strong. Not sure what brought this down. Let's check Benzinga real quick. Let's see what's going on here. What do we have? So we have earnings. So it dropped on earnings, but its earnings was looks like it was yesterday, right? But today is gapping up nicely. So yeah. So earnings looks like it could have been an overreaction, and now is bouncing back here. So BZUN looks good. GE is highway to hell right now. Look at this. All right. So let's mark some levels for GE. So clearly down here, you see this right here, A65. I just like the way these days are bouncing off that A65, so I'm going to mark that now. I'm going to mark this level up here because it's also possible support resistance now, 928. And the reason I like this day, I like when stuff like this happens, right? You have these days kind of stuck within a range. So it's very close to that 926 right now. I'm not sure what it's going to do there, if it's going to hold. Let's see what it does. I'm not going to mark the low of the pre-market because it looks like it's about to just lose it and head down to 9. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this. Towards the top, plenty of levels. Previous day low right over here. Look, it's also confirmed by this day here. How clean is that? And then previous day close. So plenty of movement on GE this morning. Not normal. The stock barely moves like this. So definitely in play. We do have shares for short. I really like the action on GE this morning. All right, next we have MU. MU is bouncing back a bit here. MU is active, but you know what? I'm going to let me see what I can do here. I'm going to get rid of MU. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's plenty. I got 6. That's more than enough. So we'll stick to that. BPTH, guys, this is on a move today. Wow, this is interesting. It's going to be fun to watch this stock today. Let's get some levels on here. Let's remove these and we'll find some fresh ones, right? So we got the top of a couple of days ago, all right, A777. We got the high of this day here, which we're coming up on. Anything in towards the bottom we can get for a possible fallen angel strategy. We have a date right over here. We can mark 829. We got these days bouncing from here. And let's see what else we have here. Towards the top, 877. Yeah, I think we got plenty of levels here. And again, we just got to play the price action. Right now, high of the pre-market is 724. We'll mark it, but I don't think it's going to stay there for long the way it's going. Yep, 725. Let's mark that down. Let's see what it does here, if it finds some resistance or if it can crack through. All right, guys. And then last one, SSLJ. All right, starting to bounce back. What I don't like about SSLJ is very low float. And on top of that, it's I don't like that's under $5. Right? I like trading things above $5. This one is not there. So we'll mark some levels at, for now. But right now, it doesn't look interesting anyway. It has the volume, but it's really not creating a nice pre-market action like BPTH is. So high of the pre-market 147, low of the pre-market 108. Let's see what we have here. All right, if it can get to that 147, right? If we can start moving higher, you know, you got some levels. It could run when it gets the volume. So we mark down 194. We have all this level up here. I think Andrew said this one time. Some stocks are good at selling off, not selling up. This is one of those stocks you can see here. Look at the volume, sells off here nicely. It does sell up here, but then it just sells off better than it sells up. So not the best. Not the best action right now. Again, guys, I'm going to remove this one. If it hits our turbo breakup scanners, high of day bull flag, we'll take a look at it. But right now, not interested in the way it's trading. So this is what we have so far. ANF, let's see what it's doing. All right, bouncing back. You know, we'll bring this down over here. Actually, no, that's a good level here. All right, so we'll leave that. MVTA is, did we look at MVTA? Yes, we did. All right, so we did look at this one. It's okay, not the best. It needs to get better volume. SE looks interesting. I like the way it's moving. NIO, oh, look at this. Bouncing back from that 808. Did not break it. I thought it was going to break it. So bouncing back here. Again, guys, don't be short biased just because this stock is down 20%. Sometimes after big down moves, you can have a big, you know, a big reversal here and pop up. So BZUN looks good. Did a red to green move right in the pre-market. I like the way that's going. And GE cracked this 926. It's again, it could be heading lower here. Yeah, no, we looked at ZYCAYO. We did look at it. What I like about it is it just look pretty flat at the moment. Again, up 9.8%. We could find some level. I just don't like the way it's trading. It just looks very choppy. The daily chart doesn't look clean neither. High of the pre-market 27.28. Above this we have 27.87, and we go clean level up here 28. 28.33. But this chart here, this doesn't look great though. I'm not excited about it, to be honest. Low of the pre-market 26. Mark that down. Actually, yeah, that's good right there. And what else we have? Anything in between here that's clean? Yeah, I don't see anything in between here that's clean from where the price action is now to where 2706 is. So nothing clean, really clean there and level wise. But again, I just don't like the way this pre-market action looks. It looks pretty flat. Although I know it's not flat. As you go in here, you know, it's moving a couple of 40 cents, but just don't like the way this looks. So, but you keep it on your charts. I'll look at it for turbo breakdown as well. See what happens there, and we'll check out to make sure it can create a good move. All right, guys. Anything else you have on your end coming up on 9:10 Eastern time? Let's take a look at what you might have and kind of go over certain things that we might have not looked at yet. We might have some stuff. Kron, actually, I looked at Kron yesterday. It put in a good move. Kron is, yeah, it doesn't have the volume now, but I saw yesterday. Look at yesterday's daily chart. Let's go back real quick. We got a couple of minutes. Let's get in here. Look at this yesterday. Just a beautiful trade yesterday. Wow. Just traded very nice. Nice pullback here, getting in by the moving averages. I mean, this was really good, really good. I'm not going to watch it at the moment. It doesn't have the volume quite yet. But again, it has such a beautiful trade yesterday. It's back to the levels to where it was. So it kind of pulled down here. Did some kind of, you know, consolidation. It's kind of finding its way up to these all-time high, I think this is, right? I think this is all-time high here. So interesting what Cron is doing. I wonder what CGC is doing as well. Let's check CGC. Did it have a big day yesterday too? Had a green day, but not as big as Cron. Cron had a very nice clean day. Let's look at ELGX. See what we have here. So ELGX, guys, this one again just doesn't have the volume. It is down 4 point something, but doesn't have the volume this morning. So I'm not gonna look at it just yet. ACB is nice volume. Pre-market action is not as clean at the moment. But again, another big day yesterday. So this one, ACB, Cron, are going to be great to watch. Maybe later in the mid morning, see if they get into a nice groove. They don't have the volume. Well, ACB has the volume, but it's not moving much. It's not creating a crazy, you know, pre-market action. But check them out. Let's check them out later mid morning. You know, either when Brian comes on or Nora comes on, we can look back into this and see what's going on there after the open. BCUN. Yeah, BCUN is interesting, guys. I mean, I like this stock. I like the way, yeah, look at this. Bouncing back here really strong. Cracked this 40.31 level we have next 41.75. Then above that we have 42.70. So I like the way this is trading. Yeah, good point, Wesley. The spread is pretty wide right now. But it gets better. Look, it was 20 cents. Now it was 7 cents. So hopefully, you know, when the volume comes in at the open, that can, you know, be a good spread, get tighter, and trade well. So let's see what it does here. BPTH continues to crack higher. This is going to be one of those days for BPTH. GE heading lower. All right, guys, everyone in YouTube, thank you for joining us. I'm gonna post my watch list in a second. Brian is going to be coming on soon as well. He's going to go over his watch list also. I'll send that over to you guys as well, so you can see how we watch different stocks. And you know, like yesterday with me, Andrew, Brian, Norm, we all had kind of a different on different stocks in our watch list, but it was such a great trading day that we all traded different stocks and had some great outcomes. So hopefully we can get that today from the market. So thank you guys on YouTube for joining us. Take care, trade safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern time.
Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.